Sup Taters, Ken Vandal here. I am super excited about this episode. Today, we're going to be talking about my top pocketable slingshots for 2022. So stay tuned. It's going to be awesome. Sup Taters, Ken Vandal here. I am so excited about this video. I mean, how excited am I? I'm as excited as a monk at a toupee rally. Alright Taters, this episode is all about pocketables. And in specific, my most popular pocketable slingshots of 2022. But before we get into the video, you know the drill. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, take time to do that right now. And don't forget to hit that like button if you like what you see. And don't forget to hit the bell notification so you can get everything that I'm putting out, because Ken Vandal's putting out. And with that said, let's get to the video. Alright, like I said before, this video is going to be about my top pocketables for 2022. Alright, before we begin, let me give you a definition of what I would call a pocketable slingshot. It has to be basically three things. It has to be thin profile, lightweight, and overall compact. Now, if you've been watching my channel for any period of time, you know how I feel about pocketable slingshots. I really dig them. It just fits with my style of shooting. And today, I'm going to just kind of take some time to go through some of my top pocketable shooters for 2022, culminating with my #1 pocketable slingshot for this year. Now I'm going to go and tell you, this was not easy this year. I've done this about a year and a half ago, and it was a lot easier, but my collection has grown. As you can see, I've got all these. I've got more stored down here. I have got more frames than I've got since. But it's been fun this year. I have touched a lot of frames. A lot of people have been sending them out to me. I've come across a lot of new builders, and I want to stop to say thank you to each and every one of you that are designing frames. I mean, the stuff that you've been coming out with this year has been awesome. And in the coming months, I'm going to stop to highlight some of the frame designers that have really blessed my channel and blessed my life with what they make and design. But what I did is I'm settled on my #1. I am settled on my #1 pocketable frame for the year. It's just the other ones leading up to it that, oh man, I was just all back and forth. So many great frames, but I've kind of narrowed it down to about 4 or 5 frames and then my #1 frame. So without further ado, I'm just going to pull them and talk about a couple of them. A lot of these, well, all of these are in production. You can get these. And at the end of the video, just go down in the description below. I'm going to put a link to all of these frames I'm about to show you. Really great guys making some awesome things. But let's start with the runners-up. Alright, let's get started. Let's talk about the runners-up first. Now, the runner-up slingshots are not going to be in order. I'm just going to grab and talk about them, but they are in no order at all. So, let's just start with this one right here. This is the Champ by Simple Shot. This has been a great pocketable slingshot this year. I've shot it several times. Now, this is not new to the lineup. It's just they redid it. It used to be in the lineup many years ago. They redid it this year, and they did a fantastic job with it. It's got universal tips. It's made and milled wonderfully. This has been a really great pocketable this year. And they just come out with the Pro Series version of this. You need to check it out. But this has been a really great pocketable this year, the Champ. So we'll lay this right here. Next we got, we're going to talk about this one right here. This is the Stylus Revolve. This is a Mark Selgin design. Just came to Simple Shot a couple months back. I've had the opportunity to shoot this, and I'm just going to tell you about this. This is probably one of the most underrated slingshots out there. This is one I would try. If you haven't tried this one, you need to try it. It is the epitome of pocketability. It's thin profile. It's very light. I was just shooting this thing today, and I don't know what it is about this particular frame, but I'm able to get on pretty quick with this frame. It is a fantastic pocketable, and I have enjoyed shooting it the short time that I've had it. Really great. Let's see. Another good one this year that I've been shooting a lot. Where is it? Right here. Yeah, right here. This is by Sniper Sling. This is the S-Ace by Sniper Sling. I've had this one for a little bit, and I had, when I first got it, I shot it a couple times, and I kind of just shelved it. But I've been getting it back out, and I'm telling you, this thing is growing on me. This is an aluminum frame, but it's still lightweight. It's very small. This thing handles beautifully. They did a wonderful job on this. This is the S-Ace. A really, really great slingshot if you like a real pocketable aluminum frame. So yeah, that's another one. So I got 3 here. What's another one? Another one that's good. Oh yeah, this one right here. This is the Honeybee Chalice by my good buddy Todd Brapson. I cannot say enough about this frame. This frame right here, I was just shooting this probably about 2 or 3 days ago, and I find myself grabbing this one a lot. It's very simple in design, but I'm telling you, it fits the hand very well. I love it. I like the teardrop handle here. It kind of goes past my hand a little bit, but it gives me something to grab onto to give me some stability. This is the Honeybee Chalice by Todd Brapson, a splendid pocketable frame. Alright, what's next? Oh man, there's so many good ones. I mean, this was hard. Like I said, my number 1 was solid. I knew exactly what my number 1 was going to be. It's just the runners-up were just very hard because there's just so many good ones. Another good one, right here. Look at this one. This is the Sasquatch by Jordan Smothers. This is an excellent frame. It's very lightweight. It's a little more on the bigger side. However, it still fits into my pocketable category. It's very lightweight, very thin profile. It's just a great frame. But this is one I'm going to be shooting a lot more this year. There's another version of it I've been shooting. Where's it at? Oh, right here. This is the same frame. It's got clips. I mean, that's flipping awesome. This has been a really great frame. But yeah, the Sasquatch by Jordan Smothers, really brilliant frame. Just to name one more, I'll give you one more. This frame here, before I pick it up, has been one of my top pocketable slingshots ever since I started. In fact, it was one of the first slingshots that I purchased, and I've been shooting it ever since. And it's none other than the Hornet by Zachary Fowler. I mean, there's so much I can say about this frame here. It's not fancy, but that's the appeal. It's probably the very definition of basic, but it fits just wonderfully in my hand. It's lightweight, thin profiled. I love these grips. The placement of these grips is phenomenal. But yeah, I cannot say enough about this frame here, the Hornet by Zachary Fowler. If you don't have one of these, you need to add one of these to your collection. But this right here basically is my runners-up. And what I mean by runners-up, when I was trying to decide, my number 1, I was going to try to pick a top 3, and these were the contenders right here, and I just utterly failed. I just was unable to pick my number 2 and number 3, and so that's why I just laid all of them out that I was deciding on. So yeah. So with that said, I know you're wondering what in the world is my number 1 pocketable frame for 2022, and here it is. It is the Slant Roller by MacLeod. Guys, I cannot say enough about this frame. I've not had this frame that long. It just came to the lineup at Simple Shot. Mark's had it out before, but it's just now coming to production at Simple Shot where you can get this at. And ever since I got this particular frame here, I have been wearing this thing out. It has went with me just about everywhere. There's so many good things I can say about this frame here. I did a review on it, sort of like a semi-review. There's a lot of things I said then that still hold true today that are worth repeating. One of those is, this is on the thicker side of my pocketables. It doesn't go over my limits, but it is on the thicker side. As you can see right here, it's got some girth right there in the middle, and that's what I like about this. The girth makes this thing work. Because of the girth or the thickness, it makes a wonderful, wonderful frame to hold in your hand. Also, look at this. My hand, I don't have to manipulate my hand at all to make this work. Even though it's a very compact frame, my hand just falls right into place. I love that pinky hole. There's plenty of room there. This also, it supports multiple grips. You can do a pinch grip. You can do a thumb brace. I mean, this frame does it all. The Slant Roller is an awesome frame. You can also get this in the Pro Series. This is the thermoplastic version. I really like this version. Again, the girth makes it work. It's very compact, fits well in the hand. And if you'd like to get a hold of one of these, like I said before, I'll put the link down in the description. But check this out. Christmas is coming. If you want a good stocking stuffer, you've got to go with this frame. It's small enough to slide right in there, and I promise you, they will love you to death. It's such an awesome frame. Yeah, these are my top pocketable frames for 2022. I've enjoyed shooting them, and I'm looking forward to what next year brings, but the #1 frame, again, is the Slant Roller by Simple Shot, a Mark Selgin design. You got to get one of these. And with that said, that's going to wrap it up. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you enjoy the remainder of this year. I'm looking forward to what the slingshot community is going to produce in this next year. But until we meet again, be kind to each other and get out there and bust some cans. We'll see you next time.